This is Dave. Dave runs a Shopify store. And this is Sarah. Sarah bought a candle 40 minutes ago and is wondering where her order confirmation is. Sarah's order confirmation is in her spam folder, sitting next to a message from a Nigerian prince. The prince, for what it's worth, has better domain authentication than Dave. Dave has spent the last 3 days adjusting his logo font size. Dave's problem is for DNS records he has never once looked at. Let's fix Dave. Here's what actually happens when someone buys something. Shopify sends the confirmation email and it sends it as Dave, not as Shopify, as Dave. So the email arrives at Gmail, and Gmail is a bodyguard. It looks at the envelope, sees Dave's name, and looks up at the person actually holding it, which is Shopify. One question: did Dave authorize this? The answer lies in Dave's domain setting. Dave has never opened his domain settings, so the domain says nothing at all, and silence to bodyguard is not a yes, which is why Sarah is still refreshing her inbox. So first, the simple one, settings notification sender email. Dave says dave@gmail.com. Dave chose this because it's the address he checks and because in his words it's Gmail, so Gmail knows him. Gmail doesn't know him, so that's the problem. Google published a rule that says anything claiming to be sent from gmail.com by anything that is not us should be rejected. Shopify is not Google, so Google's own rule shoots Dave order confirmation down on Dave's behalf, using a policy Dave interrupted by doing nothing. Use an address on your store's domain, orders@yourstore.com. Nothing else works reliably, and I mean nothing. Second, and this is the actual fix, on that same screen Shopify hands you 4 CNAME records. This is the doorway. You copy them into whatever you bought, your domain, Cloudflare, GoDaddy, Namecheap, all the same idea, and that's you signing the permission slip. One warning for Cloudflare: set those records to DNS only, gray cloud, not orange. Proxy exam and authentication fail sadly, which is worst way anything can fail, because your dashboard stays green and your customers stay confused. Wait an hour, sometimes a few. Shopify flips the status to authenticated by itself. Then add one more record because Shopify won't do this part for you. DMARC start at p = none, which blocks absolutely nothing and only turns on reporting. Google isn't asking you to enforce anything. Google is asking you to exist. Since 2024, that's not a suggestion. Bulk senders need it. 2 years later, most stores still don't have it, mainly because nothing visibly breaks. The store runs, the order come in, the Gmail go into a void. And so the last thing, and it's the one that quietly undoes everything above, a complaint rate under 0.3%, 3 people per 1,000. So cross it, and Google Google throttles you regardless of how correctly your DNS now is. It has 11,000 subscribers. About 1,400 of them have opened something this year. Dave emails all 11,000 because he paid for a plan based on the number 11,000. Stop email dead contacts anyone silent for 6 months. Let them go. A smaller list that actually opens is what keeps order confirmation landing for people who did buy something, and they found this painful. Dave's revenue did not. And so sender on your own domain, 4 CNAMEs unproxied, DMARC published, list kept clean. Dave did all 4. Sarah got her confirmation. She also got a shipping update, which she found excessive, but it arrived, and that's generally progress. Main checks below if you want to see where yours stands before you touch anything.